We are now in study session 8, Theories of Affiliation. One of the major assumptions of social psychology is that no man is an island. It is believed that human beings by nature are social animals who depend on relating with one another and the social environment for optimal performance and survival. In a bid to understand this pattern of interdependence, social psychologists have introduced the concept of interpersonal attraction, which is a person's desire to approach another individual and initiate a form of relationship. However, there are obvious disagreements on the factors responsible for interpersonal attraction. Some scholars are of the opinion that interpersonal attraction is a function of similarities between the actors, while others believe that the opposite attracts. In this study session, we shall examine theories that have been propounded to provide clues to these factors that are actually responsible for affiliation. At the end of this study session, you should be able to point out why people affiliate and highlight the theoretical basis of affiliation. Affiliation is a central concern in interpersonal attraction. To understand the concept, we need to ask, why do we need to be around other people? Why does our need to be around people change from time to time? And why are there individual differences in the reasons to affiliate? The social nature of human beings makes them to always seek out others to relate with. In order to explain this need, Franzoy identified two factors: the desire to gain knowledge about ourselves and the world through social comparison, and the desire to earn rewards through social exchange. These two dimensions have proved to be the theoretical bedrock of explaining our needs to affiliate. Theoretical basis of affiliation. Social comparison theory. Festinger, 1954, proposed the social comparison theory. The theory states that we evaluate our thoughts and actions by comparing them with those of others. In the words of Festinger, human beings have a strong need to have accurate views both about our social world and about ourselves. Consequently, we compare ourselves with significant others in the social environment, and the outcome of such comparison becomes the basis for self-evaluation. Generally, we resort to social comparison in situations where we are not certain about some aspects of our lives, and in which case we compare ourselves to people who are similar to us in certain regards. According to Festinger, we choose to compare ourselves to similar others because the more similar people are to us, the more likely we will be to use the information gained in better understanding ourselves and future plans of action. Wood, 1996, confirmed the social comparison hypothesis and added that besides using social comparison to judge and improve ourselves, it is also used to give information about our emotions and even to choose our friends. The social exchange theory. The social exchange theory, in addition to the social comparison theory, is also used to explain affiliation. This theory focuses more on interactions between people. Social exchange theory states that we seek out and maintain those relationships in which rewards exceed the cost and opt out of the relationships when the situation is reversed. This approach sees interaction from an economic bargaining perspective, where people seek to maximize pleasure and minimize pain, and as such, people will always be attracted to individuals who can offer them the highest reward with minimal input. Homer's 1958 lent credence to the economic beginning perspectives of affiliation when he stated that parties in relationships place values on the goods they have to exchange and what they get in return. The decision to remain in the relationship will depend on their evaluation of input versus output. If output is greater than input, then they remain in the relationship. Otherwise, opt out and seek for a more rewarding relationship. The social exchange theory is not only used to explain affiliation in casual and platonic relationships. Rather, it is also pertinent for intimate relationship and marriage. For instance, Franzoy 2000 stated that in any marriage, each of the couple keeps track of what they put into the relationship, both material and non-material, and compare it with the rewards they are getting. If the rewards outweigh the cost, then the relationship will continue. If not, there will be need for a reassessment. However, Rusbold and Mars, 1995, found that some people remain in dissatisfying or even harmful relationships, against the proposition of the social exchange theory. What can be responsible for this? The explanation for this observation is found in the work of Thibault and Kelly, 1959. The scholars affirm that when people are taking decisions on whether to continue a particular relationship or opt out, rewards and costs in that relationship are not considered in isolation. Rather, the situation in the relationship at hand will be compared with possible rewards and costs available in alternative relationships. If the available alternatives do not offer a better bargain, then no changes will be made. If they offer a better one, then changes are made to the extent relationship. Study session summary. In this study session, we observe that human beings are social animals who depend on relationship with others to be functional in the social environment. However, there has been observed differences in the reasons why people affiliate. The social comparison theory sees affiliation as resulting from the desire to gain knowledge about ourselves and the world by comparing ourselves to others. On the other hand, social exchange theory says affiliation stems from the desire to gain psychological and material rewards using the principle of social exchange. And that brings us to the end of study session 8 and to the end of the course Sci 282, Systems in Psychology. Thanks for listening.